Last April, I went down to Somerville, Texas to see my parents and to shoot video to use for the promotional material for the Feathered Flute release in July. That was a long sentence. I was gonna make a video about this process. I documented everything, but after I released 3 videos about the flute, I thought, do we really need a 4th video about the flute? Flute fatigue is a real thing, but I was cleaning out my hard drive and I found the footage and I thought, I've got to put this together into something, if only for me. It's very nostalgic, it means a lot to me. I know that when I'm an old man in my assisted living, I'm gonna wanna watch this particular video, but also for you, in that, unfortunately, in today's day and age, if you write songs or make sample libraries, you can just put it out there and see what happens, but you've got to attract attention in other ways, whether that's social media, or for me, it's cinematography. I love it. When I show you something, it's usually polished and perfect and hours of editing, but you'll get to see what it's like when I'm staring into my phone, trying to get the perfect drone shot, or waiting for a train to come, which will make more sense later. Hopefully I'll fill up this hard drive. SD cards, batteries, battery. This is what it's all about, the flute. This is the sound I used to make the flute plus violin sample, and it's the same one that became Spitfire Arctic Swells. And now it's gonna get its own sound. It's gonna get its all by itself flute, different articulations. I'll explain more about it. I've gotta make a video and promotional material that really works, and I'm gonna bring you along for the process. Area on the dam where it splashes up on the rocks. It's pretty cool looking. We'll see if we can capture that. I'm fixated on this island out here, which you probably can't see. It's not crazy foggy, but I think it captures the mood of the sound. The wind was rough. We're gonna try a new spot. Also try to get some shots of deer if they run across. We saw a few, maybe some cows. Do I have lots of room to roam? Oh man, I'm too low. Got nervous. Light is just so tough with the drone. It's got to be perfect. If you don't have enough light, it's super noisy when you try to bring it up in post. When you have too much light, it blows it out and it looks terrible. I think we're a few minutes away. Practice run. All right, I think our light's probably as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna hold out just a moment longer. You can see the sun is back behind the trees, but it's just
going down. Yeah.
Once it gets a little lower, maybe there's more of a glow to the sky and less of a.
Yeah.
Eyes on it. Eyes on it.
Yeah.
I'm high enough, right?
A little higher. A little higher. There you go. You got it right there. Now you just look out for the steeple.
I think I need some kind of parallax motion around it. One-car bridge. We are in Gay Hill, Texas. And I imagine you see things like this in other parts of the world, but not so much around here. Is it more common in other places? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, all these little landmarks around this area, Somerville and Washington County, that I've never filmed, so this seems like a good day to do it. So this is what it sounds like at 6 a.m. in the morning in Somerville, Texas. I can start to hear the flute when I hear this. Especially in such a minimal context, this would take up so much of the space, so much of the sound design. It's easier for me to picture where the chatter could come in, where the sustain patch could come in, the swells, where this is the sound that really holds up the flute. We're gonna try a tracking shot. I don't know if this fits in the promotional material. If nothing else, it should be fun. Here's my biggest issue with this whole video. I don't know what I'm doing. Right now I just have a bunch of shots that I can put together and hopefully I can build something into the edit. But coming up with a story, with the images, it's really a challenge. And I admit that I don't know exactly what this is going to be. But here's what I know, and here's kind of the point of this video, if there is a point. I don't know what I need to know. And you probably don't know what you need to know. The only way I'm going to know what I need to know is by getting out here and doing this and struggling through the process of not knowing what I need to do. But I know from experience, I'm 100% convinced that everything that I'm doing today is going to make it easier and allow me to add more to what I'm doing the next time around. So this is as much for the video that I'm making today as it is for the video I'm making in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years. This is part of the process. We are down underneath Highway 36. This is the Yewa River. I keep losing connection when I'm far away and I get down in the river, but I want to stay low, and so I'm hoping that this works. Weak signal. I just can't get that low, even though I want to.
How low is low?
5 feet above the water.
Okay.
Look at those birds. Patiently waiting for a train to come. I have the shot that I want. I've practiced it a few times. There's this train trestle that goes across the river about, what do you say, 300 yards that way? Not too far at all. Unfortunately, our train did not show up. Dad, why is our train not here?
Probably this is a very heavy travel maintenance line, and it's probably under maintenance either north or south of here at this point.
They didn't let us know. Anything you want to say?
No, nice day working with the pro.
This is the last night. I think I have plenty of footage to go along with this flute and the sound and the marketing and the release. Just wanted to have something that was personal and not stock footage. And even if it's not the best in the world, at least there's a reason behind it. And this town and this part of Texas means so much to me. I know my way around these parts, and so it seemed like an obvious place to go and do this. It's been a few weeks, but April 3rd was 2 years making weekly videos. 2 years. The way this has changed what I think about, what I dream about, well, I'd be foolish to quit. I'm gonna keep making these videos. I plan on continuing to make sounds. I've got 3 or 4 in the works. I wanna release those. And I think you probably picked up on this, but I love learning about cinematography, and I love music, and I love making these sounds and meeting you all. So if I could figure out a way to keep all of those together, I'd like you to help me figure out what this next year is gonna look like. Like, what are the videos that you'd like to see from me? If something makes sense, and there's gear out there that you think I should review, that seems to get more views on YouTube, and maybe that could attract more people because I would like to be successful in the eyes of YouTube, but I want to be successful in your eyes. I'd be lying if I said there weren't a handful of nights where I sit around thinking, what exactly am I doing? But it's just so fun, and it's changed the way I think about my days, and I want to keep it going. I've rambled on and on. I appreciate you. And the sun over there, let me just show you. Look at this. Look at that back there. It's kind of hard to see on this wide lens, but we're getting golden hour and then maybe blue hour after. Oh, I'm unbalanced on the gimbal. I'm back. I am back. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say thank you. I appreciate the help, and I'm going to take all that you can give to me. Any advice, any thoughts you have, please send them my way. And I'm excited to share more about this flute. Talk to you soon.